Hi guys, my name is Ed Shaw. I'm the park interpreter here at the Carl T. Johnson Hunting and Fishing Center and coordinator for the Outdoor Skills Academy. I'll be your head instructor this weekend at the Hard Water School. But before you guys get here and head out onto the ice, I wanted to go over a couple of things. First, how to properly dress out on the ice. That is probably the most important thing, because if you're comfortable out on the ice, you'll stay out there fishing all day. So let's cover how to properly dress. A good pair of socks, gloves, and hat are the most important thing. Because a lot of people always complain that their feet get cold, which makes sense. It's against ice all day long. So a good pair of socks, thermal socks that have the liners built in to wick away the sweat. This will keep your feet nice and warm. It's well worth the investment. I think I've had this pair of socks for well over 10 years. Now, a good hat that comes down over your ears, nice heavy thick hat, is really important. And a good pair of gloves, waterproof. And I always carry 2 pairs of gloves. I always keep one pair inside my jacket next to my warm body so they're nice and toasty, and then I got the pair that I'm wearing. That way when my hands get cold or my gloves get wet, I have a spare pair of gloves out there with me. It's also not a bad idea to have some hand warmers and some toe warmers with you also. Let's talk about boots. A lot of people show up and they have their typical winter boots. But it's really important to make sure that you have insulated, warm, and waterproof boots. You're drilling holes. When you drill the holes, it plunges, it splashes up on your feet get wet, you're not going to last very long out on the ice. So it's pretty important that you guys wear a good pair of waterproof boots. Pack boots that you can buy at most sports shops are perfectly okay, especially if you're wearing a good sock that wicks away the sweat away from your feet. Now, chains for your boots. These can be pretty important, especially a day like today. We've had some rain. The ice can be very slick, especially when you get a little bit of snow on top of it. I've learned my lesson. I've been falling a few times. This is well worth the investment for a good pair of cleats or chains for the bottom of your boot. When you head out onto the ice, now, dressing properly. You want a good form-fitting layer that's going to wick away the sweat away from your body. Today's performance gear is meant to be form-fitting. So, you got your base layer that will wick away the sweat away from your body. This is a Polar Tech, so it's fairly thick, but you can go thinner. You want to layer up. You can always take layers off. Then I got my base layer, which is more or less a fleece layer. So if you guys got a good fleece jacket laying around or a fleece vest, that makes a great second layer. I've also got fleece bottoms. Then it comes to your outdoor gear. Now this can get fairly expensive if you're going to go out and buy some sort of a lift suit or a float suit. But this is where we make the recommendation that you buy the best that you can afford and invest into a good pair of outdoor gear. So, but if you have a pair of ski pants laying around or a ski jacket, that will work perfectly fine. Again, you want waterproof, such as Gore-Tex, that's going to allow your skin to breathe, but will keep the water off of you and keep you from getting wet. So these are really nice because they got the pads in the knees, so you're kneeling down on the ice when you're fishing. And a good jacket. This jacket has the liners built right in so that I can put my gloves on the inside and an extra hat, and that way they stay nice and toasty. So remember, make sure that you guys are layering up out on the ice, that you don't wear cotton against your skin, because cotton will kill. That you guys are dressed properly so that you can stay warm. You'll find yourself enjoying ice fishing a lot more when you're comfortable, and you can stay longer, and it helps you find the fish, especially when the bite kicks on. We're looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend. Hopefully, we can put you guys on some good fish. And until then, good fishing.